We can still wait to see at times trades trickle in, but the Yankees look like they may have made one move late in the game.
Right. We described on our show a few hours ago that the Yankees would be cautious buyers, and Jeff Passan of ESPN is reporting that they have acquired Keynan Middleton from the Chicago White Sox, a reliever with an ERA of around 4, averages more than a strikeout an inning, loves his changeup, throws that more than 40% of the time. We mentioned on that show that the Yankees would be looking potentially for a bullpen piece, some help in the outfield, maybe some help behind the plate. This is the one deal that has gotten done. As you said, Bob, there are deals that can trickle in after 6 o'clock, but the Yankees were trying to figure out who they were. And I think that's part of the reason why you saw this lack of activity, because when you're 3.5 games out of the wild card flash, you're in a bit of no man's land.
Yeah, I think IKF said it perfectly from a player's standpoint earlier today. We haven't done anything to push our front office to go out there and make some major moves, and it's on all the players in the clubhouse. They know that they have to play better. Rizzo, LeMahieu, Stanton, we've talked about it on that earlier show. So if you're the front office, yeah, you had some bullpen help. Now you wonder, if you're a team, the Yankees moving forward, who's going to have to go out of that bullpen? Who you're going to have that you're going to move forward with? It looks like the same group. You just hope that they play to the back of their baseball cards like they haven't the first 4 months of the year.
You hope for that. You hope that there's sort of a reacquisition, if you will, in Nestor Cortez, who's coming back, and Jonathan Loaisiga as well.
Right. Judge returned to the lineup. That's obviously a boost for the Yankees. When Cortez and Loaisiga return, that's a boost to the pitching staff. But when you get to the trade deadline, there's an excitement level and there's an adrenaline rush to get something done. So there is definitely a disappointment when you do not make a move that is foreseen as something that can really push a team forward. Middleton, of course, may be a help in the bullpen, but I know there was a thirst and a hope that the Yankees would do more. And I just go back to what I said earlier. I think the Yankees were trying to figure out what this team was. They do not want to part with any high-level prospects, and they did not see this as a really fertile trade situation by the time we got here. They were interested in Bellinger, but because the Cubs played well and Bellinger had a great July, the guy they were interested in was off the market. Some of those other outfielders that remained available, some of them right up until the final minutes, were not as appealing to them.
You know, Jack, you mentioned a disappointment not getting a major deal done or revamping this team. I think the fan base is going to feel that way, right? I think maybe the front office that they couldn't do more. But again, I'm going to go back from a player's standpoint. I think everybody in that clubhouse is saying, yeah, what were they going to do to help us? We have the pieces here. We just haven't played well. So I think this is a different feeling for me from a player's standpoint. If you're a team that's in a position to win a division, make a long run in the postseason, then you're disappointed when the front office doesn't make the big move to make you drastically better. In this situation, I don't know if the Yankee organization was in a position to go make some big moves if they had the pieces to make big moves. So I'm not surprised that they're kind of standing the way they are right now.
You also mentioned the fan base, and it is a rabid fan base that wants the big, sexy names and the superstars on the roster. Go get the Juan Soto, go get the Verlander, a Scherzer, something like that. And Jack, if it's not a decision and not a player that's going to move the needle or significantly impact this team for the next 56 games, why would they do it?
Right, and it's great to feel that way as a fan. And you should want your team to be in and go and try and pursue some of those players. I know from doing one of these shows about 10 days ago, I said I didn't believe Ohtani was going to get traded. So even kind of talking about that was a little bit of a waste of time. He didn't end up getting traded. But I think you're right, Bob. You look at the way this Yankee team is constructed right now, and the way that this Yankee team moves forward is if Stanton, Rizzo, LeMahieu perform at a level that the Yankees had expected them to perform. By the time we got down to these final few days and you looked at what was available on the market, I'm not sure that the Yankees saw some great fit that they thought would make them better right now. I mentioned this on our earlier show. If you look at Jake Bauer's numbers recently, and I know he doesn't have the pedigree of a Tommy Pham or a Teoscar Hernandez, but do the research and look at what his numbers have been recently. Since May, he has a slugging percentage of close to .500. So when the Yankees were sitting in their room and talking about things, that's something that came up. Do you want to take at-bats away from this guy and pay whatever you have to pay to get player X, or do you want to continue to roll out there with this guy? Those are all part of the discussions they had.